Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Military Academy, home of the BFA Bobwhites and Comets. Boys basketball matchup competing for visiting Colchester Lakers and your BFA Bobwhites. Fans, please remember that there's no smoking anywhere on school grounds. Students are reminded that they must stay in the building during the game or you will lose your ability to read the podcast once you leave. BFA and our opponents tonight, the Lakers, remind participants and spectators to behave with respect and manner. Sportsmanship, safe playing environments, and top priorities for all on-school sports activities. This is a special tool of respect for a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, differences or disability. Any violation of the given or understands can and will result in being stoppages, rejections, or forfeits. Let's all work together to ensure a positive, supportive, healthy learning environment for everyone involved. We hope you enjoy the safe and time guests this evening. We also ask all spectators to use that point forward for the teams that finish their coaching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody has recovered from the holiday week. We are in St. Albans at BFA, where the Bobwhites are hosting the visiting Colchester Lakers in a D1 Metro Division matchup. Thank you for watching Northwest Access TV. My name is Bryce Batchelder. Before we get to starting lineups tonight, let's take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch, Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to help sponsor our live coverage, please reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. Check out their website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. And now for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Colchester Lakers, number 3, senior Will Obo, number 11, junior Vinnie Wagner, number 13, senior Adam Coburn, number 20, junior Matt Waltersheet, number 23, senior Aiden Brown. The Lakers are coached by Joseph Mayhew. And for the home team, the Bobwhites, number 10, senior Evan Gothier, number 15, sophomore Trip Raptoy, number 22, sophomore Davian Jones, number 34, senior Gabe Hourigan. Get our first three-pointer of the game from Gothier, no good. And number 42, senior Justin Munger. Gabe Hourigan gets the scoring started, 2-0 Bobwhites, 30 seconds into the game. Bobwhites are coached by Tristan Menard. Bobwhites come into the evening with a record of 3 wins, 2 losses. They are 0-2 so far in the Metro. Started the season 3-0. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak. Trying to snap that one tonight against the Lakers, like I said, in a Metro Division matchup. Colchester, on the other hand, coming in 2-2. They're also 0-2 in the Metro, so both teams looking for their first division win. Currently, BFA sits at 7th in the Metro out of 9 teams. Colchester right behind them in 8th. Loose ball picked up by Obo. He is a senior. Colchester has an older team, only 2 sophomores on the team, everyone else juniors and seniors. But something that Coach Mayhew noted to me before the game, really trying to use this game to right the ship. Called for a carry. Vinnie Wagner tried to go behind the back. Coach Mayhew noted he has a lot of players who played a lot of ball, but not necessarily the right kind of ball, and so what they're doing this season, they're really trying to focus on just improving, getting better and better each day that they go out there and play. Gothier trying to get the lob down to Munger, picked off. Here's Adam Coburn coming the other way. Guarded by Trip Raptoy. On the other hand, quite a few young players for the Bobwhites. First layup is good for Adam Coburn, gets Colchester on the board. We are tied at 2 apiece. Gabe Horgan with the fake, drives in the lane. Jones swings it one more time, but good closeout from Coburn. Raptoy didn't get a clean look. This time he goes baseline. Stops underneath the basket, finds Jones. Jones with the floater. Jones' first 2 points of the evening. Bobwhites up 4-2 early. To contrast the older team that Colchester has, BFA with 5 sophomores on their team. BFA has their first foul called of the game, called on 34. Gabe Hourigan, his first. 5 sophomores on the team, but what Coach Menard noted to me before the game, they had 2 freshmen who've been, 2 players on the team who've been playing since they were freshmen, so they have the same amount of varsity experience as a lot of seniors. So that's what he's trying to use here. Gothier up top, over to Hourigan. Gothier goes free throw line, kicks it back out, 3-pointer up off the back iron for Trip Raptoy. Rebounded by Aiden Brown. Gives it over to Vinnie Wagner. Brown, top of the 3-point line, hands it off. Now the drive down the lane for Obo. Obo puts it up, gets unlucky with the bounce. Right there, the offensive rebound, but the putback no good for Aiden Brown. Here come the Bobwhites. Munger down low. Had a lot of hands in the way. That shot off target. It's a matchup that BFA is going to be looking for. Most of their scoring this year has come from Justin Munger and Gabe Hourigan. Probably the two names you see repeatedly in the Free Press and Messenger. There's the three-pointer for Aiden Brown, his first points of the game. Colchester now up 7-4, their first lead of the night. 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Good pass from Munger into the key, but the kick-out pass picked off by Vinny Wagner. Forward to Obo. Obo drives underneath the lane, kicks to the corner. Three-pointer just short for Aiden Brown. Gauthier trying to push the pace up to Hourigan. Hourigan driving between two players. He draws the foul called on the floor. Colchester foul on number 13, Adam Coburn. That's his first, team's first. Set by Hourigan, off target. Munger with the defense. Gets his hand in there, pokes the ball away, starts a fast break for BFA. Trip Raptoy hits the layup, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for one. Laker foul on number 13, Adam Coburn. That's his second, team second. Coburn takes a seat. Jackson Pecor, number 5, a junior, into the game from Colchester. Raptoy misses the three-point opportunity. BFA on a 2-game losing streak. Lost to CVU last Monday, lost to South Burlington a few days ago. Munger chipped in 18 points, Hourigan with 8 points against South Burlington. And then Hourigan with 18 points and Munger with 6 against CVU. So those two are the main scorers for the team. Coach Bernard noted to me earlier, trying to get more players involved, especially off the bench, spread out the scoring a bit more. BFA foul on number 15, Trip Raptoy, his first, team second. Colchester's last 2 games against Milton and CVU. Win against Milton, lost to CVU. Wagner had 14 points against Milton. Brown had 13 against CVU. So Colchester spreads the ball out a little bit more in terms of who their leading scorers are. Strong take from Matt Walterscheid. His first 2 points. Colchester up 9-6. These two teams played twice last year, BFA winning both games. In fact, Colchester has not beaten BFA. Davion Jones. Man doesn't respect a good stat that I'm trying to share, but he sure hits a good three-pointer. He has 5 points on the game, ties this game up at 9, just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Colchester has not beat BFA since January 2023, so we're going on 2 years here. BFA on a 4-game win streak against Colchester that includes the playoffs, dating back to February 2023. So BFA trying to keep the streak going, Colchester trying to break a bit of luck. BFA also just trying to fix the things that have lost them the last 2 games. Trying to allow fewer paint touches, which right now they're keeping Colchester out by the three-point line. That three-pointer, no good. Munger with the rebound, gives it to Gauthier. Excuse me, Sweeney. Sweeney's pass tipped, but gathered by Brandon. Munger calling for it on the low block. They get it down to him. Guarded by just one player. Now here comes the double team. Kicks it out to Jones. Jones for three. That wasn't no good. Colchester passing the ball around the three-point line. Drive and the kick out to the corner. Good position by Isaac Brannon. Cut off the passing lane. Drive by Obo. Obo hands it off in the corner. BFA a solid defensive stand here. Still looking to create a turnover though. Drive by Wagner. Wagner underneath, behind the back pass all the way out to Obo. BFA guarding that paint real well. Justin Munger with the block. Hourigan on the other end, wild shot, no good. Drive into the paint. Matt Walterscheit, he has 4 points. Got that ball just high enough over Munger's outstretched fingers. At the buzzer, good if it goes. Off the backboard, and at the end of one, Colchester with a narrow 2-point lead over the Bobwhites, 11-9. Start of the second quarter, let's take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to help sponsor our live coverage, please reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. Check out their website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. Colchester starts with possession, long three. Bounces off the top support, which is out of play. Colchester leading 11-9. Scoring leaders for the game. Davian Jones leading the Bobwhites with 5. Trip Raptoy and Gabe Hourigan each with 2 apiece. For Colchester, Matt Walterscheit with 4, Aiden Brown with 3, Vinny Wagner and Adam Coburn with 2. Evan Gauthier gets the scoring started in the second quarter, ties the game up at 11, his first points of the evening. Obo, what a move. Reverse layup. He's in the books. Gives Colchester narrow 13-11 lead once again. For BFA, it's good to see Gauthier, Raptoy, and Jones chipping in the scoring. Like I said, most of the season the scoring has been Gabe Hourigan, who just missed that 3. Evan Gauthier has all 5 points for the Bobwhites this quarter, puts them up 14-13, and Colchester will call the early timeout in the second quarter. During this timeout, we'll take a moment. We'd also like to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. The two organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on its confidential emergency services line, 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, text, or chat could save a life. One of the focus areas for the Bobwhites is trying to spread the scoring around a bit more. As I mentioned before, Gabe Howergan and Justin Munger carrying most of the scoring load for the Bobwhites throughout the season. It is good to see Evan Gauthier with 5 points and Davion Jones also with 5 points. They're the two leaders for the Bobwhites right now. Coach Menard mentioned that they're trying to add some offensive touches here, some new wrinkles, and right now we got a couple players in Gauthier and Jones who are reaping the benefits. BFA foul on number 11, Max Sweeney. That's his first, team's first of the second quarter. Jump shot from Aiden Brown, bounces out. Rebound goes to the Bobwhites. Gauthier looking to drive. A nice stop, but kicks it back out. Down low to Justin Munger. Quickly double teamed. Colchester's looking for that pass down low. Even though Colchester's playing a man-to-man, as soon as Munger gets the ball, they're looking to figure out where is the double team gonna come from. A good pump fake from Ryan Lockerbie. Lockerbie draws the foul, hits the bucket. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. Lockerbie's first 2 points of the game. Colchester foul on number 11, Vinny Wagner. That's his first, team's first of the second quarter. Lockerbie hits the free throw. He now has 3 points. More importantly, extends the Bobwhite lead to 4. Ties their largest lead of the game. They're up 17-13. BFA extending their defense all the way out to half court. Trying to focus more defensively this game. They force the turnover on the travel. Davion Jones checks back in for the Bobwhites. Give Max Sweeney a break. 5.5 left until halftime. The drive by Gauthier, stops short, drags the pivot foot. Turnovers is something that BFA is trying to limit. Coach Menard noted the 18-0 run that CVU went on last Monday all started from a BFA turnover and CVU scoring an open fast break layup. And so he's trying to prevent those turnovers. Again, trying to correct the things that lost them the last 2 games, try to break this 2-game losing streak. Corner three, no good for Aiden Brown. Here comes Evan Gauthier with a drive, splits the defense. Draws the block, much to the chagrin of the Colchester contingent. The officials get the final word. Davion Jones, Evan Gauthier go to the line for 2. Colchester foul on number 11, Vinny Wagner. That's his second, team second. Gauthier hits the first. Trip Raptoy back into the game for BFA. Evan Gauthier hits both free throws. He now has 7 points, leading all players in the game. BFA up 19-13, their largest lead. Under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Will Obo looking around. The drive by Davis. Davis pulls up. That's a mismatch that Colchester should keep going to. Eli Davis has size on Evan Gauthier, who's guarding him, both in terms of height and also some muscle. But Davis, his first points, brings Colchester back within 4. Ryan Lockerbie gonna drive, turns to his right, no good. Rebound by Brown. Brown tries to pass forward, not a clean pass. Still Will Obo corrals it. And we're gonna have a travel called on Will Obo. BFA first thought that they were gonna call a foul on Davion Jones on the strip, but instead get the travel. Jones guarded by Picor. Pass over to Gauthier. Gauthier looking around, trying to use the screen from Lockerbie. Kicks it back out. Lockerbie drives through the lane. Now Jones in the corner. Gauthier gonna pull up from 3. That one off to the right. A little bit of a heat check for Evan Gauthier, but I don't blame him. You got it going on, 7 points, leading all players. Give it a try. BFA foul on number 22, Davion Jones. That's his first, team second. Isaac Brannon checks back into the game along with Justin Munger. Brown stops the free throw line. Oh, a nice dish down low. But Brody Griffiths not able to finish. He's mad at himself. Brandon passes back up to Hourigan. Hourigan, quiet night so far. Again, Hourigan and Munger, generally the leading scorers for this team. Hourigan only with 2 points. Justin Munger yet to score. Gauthier tried to force the pass down low off the fingertips of Will Obo and then the head of Aiden Brown. One of those unfair plays where Brown takes the brunt of it, but it's still the other team's ball. Bounce pass into Munger. Unlucky with the bounce, he stays scoreless. Just under 3 to go until halftime. BFA currently sits at 7th in D1. They have 2.5 index points. Colchester sitting at 11th. Fast break layup, good for Isaac Brannon, the junior, his first 2 points of the game. Puts BFA back up by 6, 21-15, 2.5 to go in the second. Both teams have had some tough tests in the Metro Division early on in the season, both losing to CVU. I mean, the powerhouse who now sits atop the division. This is sort of I'd say a better test, a more even matchup between these two programs. BFA foul on number 22, Davion Jones. That's his second, team's third. Jackson Picor, junior, at the line for 2. Hits the first. Trip Raptoy into the game for Davion Jones. I'm sure the 2 fouls have something to do with that. Picor goes 1 for 1 from the line. He currently stands at 1 point. Brings the Lakers within 5, trailing 16-21, just under 2 minutes left until halftime. Brandon up top looking to use the screen from Justin Munger. I think they're gonna get Munger on the roll, kind of wrapping his hands around Jackson Picor.
Bobwhite foul, number 42, Justin Munger.
That'll be Munger's first personal, team's 4th. So 1 more team foul and Colchester will be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Remember, there's no more 1-and-1 in Vermont high school basketball. All bonus is 2 free throws. Similar in rules now to how the NBA handles team fouls. Aiden Brown dribbling around, closely guarded by Harrigan. Davis kicks it out. Excellent defense from Isaac Brandon, denying the handoff. Drive by Obo, multiple hands. Get in there, Justin Munger knocks it away. The lob to Munger! What a way to score your first basket of the night. Isaac Brandon with the alley-oop to Justin Munger. Gets this place going. They may have heard that from Colchester. 45 seconds to go. BFA up by 7. BFA on a Munger strike. BFA foul on number 34, Gabe Hourigan. His second. Team's 5th. Colchester in the bonus. Aiden Brown missed the first free throw. This is the second. 35 seconds remaining. BFA seeing if they can extend their lead going into the locker rooms. 30 seconds. Down to Munger, surrounded by 4 Colchester defenders. Colchester defended that one well, forced the turnover. 15 seconds. Up top to Pecor. Pecor gonna drive, 10 seconds now. Obo looking around, making sure they get the last shot. 5 seconds. Long 3, short, and that'll do it for the first half. BFA leads Colchester 23-16. Before we send it to break, let's take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to help sponsor our live coverage, please reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. Check out their website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. We'd also like to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. The 2 organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on its confidential emergency services line, 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, text, or chat could save a life. BFA up 23-16 at halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes with the 3rd quarter. Stick around. Welcome back to BFA St. Albans. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the third quarter. My name is Bryce Batchelder. Thank you for watching Northwest Access TV. Bobwhite's hosting the visiting Colchester Lakers. Bobwhite's leading 23-16. Let's take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, College Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to sponsor our live coverage, please reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. Check out their website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. We'd also like to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. The two organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on this confidential emergency services line, 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, text, or chat could save a life. BFA leading 23-16 at the start of the second half. Some scoring leaders for you. Evan Gauthier leads all players in the game with 7 points. He scored all 7 in the second quarter. Actually had half of BFA's points in that second quarter. Davion Jones with 5. Ryan Lockerbie with 3. And Isaac Brandon, Trip Raptoy, Gabe Hourigan, and Justin Munger each with 2. Scoring leaders for the Lakers. Matt Walterscheit leads his team with 4. Aiden Brown with 3. Will Obo, Vinny Wagner, Adam Coburn, Eli Davis with 2 apiece, and Jackson Pecor with 1. BFA outscored Colchester in that second quarter, 14-5. That's what opened up their 7-point lead of 23-16. Gauthier, pass off target. Unlucky placement between the ref and Will Obo. Prevented a Colchester fast break. Once again, some of the focuses of this game that both coaches have noted for Colchester. They're really trying to right the ship here so far this season. A lot of players who've played a lot of ball, not necessarily the right kind of ball, and so they're just focused on trying to improve and get better every day. For BFA, they're trying to snap a 2-game losing streak, so they're trying to get better at all the things that cost them the last couple games against CPU and South Burlington. There's a corner 3, no good. Will Obo with the rebound, starts the break for Colchester, but BFA gets back with their transition D. Up top, 3-point. Offensive rebound by Walterscheit. Oh, Obo with a spectacular pass. Down low to Vinny Wagner, who couldn't quite handle it. Wagner had just slipped right behind BFA's defense. BFA really trying to take care of the ball. They're trying to allow a lot less paint touches. Defensively, trying to stay more focused defensively. They're trying to add some new offensive wrinkles. As I mentioned in the first half, Gabe Hourigan and Justin Munger, really the 2 main scorers for this team, carried most of the scoring burden in these 5 games so far. Trying to get more players involved. It was the first foul of the third quarter. Will Obo, that's his first. Trying to get more players involved in scoring, and that's happened tonight. Like I mentioned, Evan Gauthier with 7, Davion Jones with 5. They're leading their team in terms of points. Now the question is, can you get other people involved while still having Hourigan and Munger score? Right now, there's a corner 3, just rattles out for Trip Raptoy. Unlucky bounce. Right now, Gabe Hourigan and Justin Munger each with only 2 points apiece. This season, they've been scoring anywhere between 6 and 18 points every game. Gabe Hourigan actually against CVU last week scored 12 points in the first 2 quarters alone. So let's see if BFA can get those 2 guys going this game, along with having other guys like Gauthier and Jones contributing. BFA foul on number 15, Trip Raptoy. That's his second. Team's first. Adam Coburn at the line for 2. Short on the first one. Short on the second as well, rebounded by Raptoy, pushes it up to Jones. Mentioned BFA trying to take care of the ball. They got lucky that time. Trip Raptoy lays it in, he has 4 points. BFA now up 25-16. 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Again, BFA trying to focus on taking care of the ball. Colchester got a hand on it that last time. BFA got a little lucky, but they ended up scoring on that possession. Obo with the cut down the lane, a beautiful feed from Aiden Brown. Will Obo with 4 points. Colchester now trails 18-25. About 5.5 left in the third quarter. Will Obo with the steal. 1-on-1 against Hourigan. Too strong with the right hand. Ball still loose. I think it's going to be out off of Gabe Hourigan. Will stay Colchester ball. Again, both teams trying to get their first Metro Division win of the year. BFA with a 3-2 record. They're 0-2 in the Metro. Colchester is 2-2. They're also 0-2 in the Metro. Davion Jones leading the break. Bounce pass across to Raptoy. Raptoy has to kick it out to Gauthier. Gauthier stops at the free throw line. Down low to Munger. Guarded by 2 players. Kicks out to Jones for 3. Just rattles out. Davion Jones has already hit 1 3 tonight. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Adam Coburn. Not able to hit the layup. The foul for Aiden Brown, also no good. And we'll get our first timeout of the third quarter, called by BFA. 4:37 to go. BFA up 25-18. Back from the timeout, Evan Gauthier facing a full court press from Vinny Wagner. BFA leading 25-18. And Gauthier stepped on the half court line. It's an over and back. Gauthier and Coach Menard don't like the call, but from my vantage point, I believe it was the correct one. So turns it over to Colchester, 4:20 left in the third quarter. Will Obo down low. Evan Gauthier baits Obo into the charge. That's the second personal on Will Obo. Team second. Davion Jones, closely guarded by Coburn. Pass it over to Hourigan. Hourigan drives, stripped by Wagner. Wagner pulls up from 3, nails it. Wagner has 5 points. Don't look now, Colchester only trailing by 4. Down 21-25, halfway through the third quarter. Jones thought about the drive, pulls it back. Raptoy using the Munger screen. Had Munger on the roll. Raptoy pulls up. A Good box out, kept Munger off the board. Layup no good for Vinny Wagner. Davion Jones coming the other way. Jones cuts right in front of Wagner's path. Make sure that Wagner can't steal the ball from behind. Hourigan gonna pull it from three. That one rattles out. Wagner gonna pull it for a long one. Drills it. The last 6 points for Colchester. It goes to Vinny Wagner. Has 8 points. Now leads all players in the game. Colchester only down one. 24-25, just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. It is a totally different game now. BFA's got to find some offense somewhere. Justin Munger muscles his way down low. Doesn't get the bucket, but forces the foul on Utara. Utara's first personal foul. Team's third. Munger at the line to shoot two. Hits the first. Munger hits the second. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Justin Munger now with 4 points. BFA leads 27-24. That 3-point lead down from 9. It's their biggest lead here in the third quarter. BFA has built large leads in a couple games so far this year that have eventually dwindled. Ouattara, a sophomore, his first 2 points of the game puts Colchester back down one, 26-27. BFA led CVU 20-7 in the second quarter, and then CVU went on an 18-0 run. So BFA's got to be careful and keep their heads here, not to give away this game. Colchester on a run. Pull-up jumper, no good for Adam Coburn. Evan Gauthier kicks it into the corner. Max Sweeney drew the foul. Foul called on Ouattara. That's his second personal. Team's fourth. 1:44 to go in the third quarter. Next Colchester foul, and BFA will be in the bonus the rest of the quarter. Isaac Brandon gonna put it up. Brandon's first three of the game. He has 5 points, puts BFA back up by 4, 30-26. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Vinny Wagner, excellent defense by Max Sweeney. Not giving Wagner any space. Three-pointer up for Obo, no good. Gets his own rebound. Adam Coburn gonna bring it back up top, reset the offense. Isaac Brandon out there to meet him. Here comes an open drive. Munger from behind. Munger will be called for the foul. Colchester trying to argue that it was goaltending and that it should be a three-point play. So far, they're going to rule it. A block and a foul. So no goaltending. Just a normal shooting foul. So that's Justin Munger's second personal, team's second. Matt Walterscheit at the line to shoot two. He hits the first. That was awfully close. Honestly, I wouldn't have blamed the referees either way that they would have decided to call it. Could have said goaltending. They could go how they ended up going. That was just a normal shooting foul and the basket missed. And I wouldn't blame them. Walterscheit hits both. He has 6 points. Colchester trailing 28-30, just under a minute left in the third quarter. Colchester putting on the full court press. Isaac Brandon, guarded by Eli Davis. Brandon uses the screen from Munger. Munger rolls, doesn't get the pass, screens the opposite corner. Three-pointer off the back iron for Max Sweeney. Tracked down by Brandon. Brandon's layup no good. Brandon hustling. He forced the travel by Otara. Otara had the rebound. Brandon got his hand in there to try to strip the ball away. That forced Otara off his feet. Oh, a great pass from Brandon into Ryan Lockerbie. Doesn't hit the layup, but is fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Colchester foul by number 20, Matt Walterscheidt. That's his first, team's fifth. So for what it's worth, BFA in the bonus for the remaining 33.9 seconds of this third quarter. Lockerbie misses the first. Aiden Brown checks back into the game for Colchester. Jackson Picor also into the game. Lockerbie goes 1 for 2. He has 4 points. BFA up 31-28. 30 seconds. Vinny Wagner with the ball. Justin Munger playing defense up at the free throw line with the double team. Colchester just escapes that one. 15 seconds. And Coach Mayhew with a wise timeout with 13.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Colchester going to drop a play for the final play until the quarter break. Thirteen and a half seconds remaining in the third quarter. We'll see what play Colchester drew up in the timeout. Trying to get one last shot of the quarter. BFA trying to move up their defense. A three-pointer off the front rim. Justin Munger with the big board. And after three, BFA still holding a slim three-point lead over Colchester. 31-28. We'll be back in just a moment with the final quarter of regulation here on Northwest Access TV. Start of the fourth quarter here at BFA St. Albans. We've got a good one for you. Bobwhites lead the Colchester Lakers 31-28. BFA has led by as many as 9 this game. Colchester had a big third quarter. Came back within 1. Right now trailing by 3. Bobwhite foul on number 10, Evan Gauthier. His first. Team's first. 3-point up, blocked by Justin Munger on the closeout. Still gathered by Aiden Brown. Scoring leaders so far, Vinny Wagner leading all players in the game with 8 points. He hit 2 big threes for Colchester in that third quarter. Matt Walterscheid also has 6, Will Obo with 4. And for BFA, Evan Gauthier leads his team with 7 points. All 7 points. Oh, Justin Munger, another block. Evan Gauthier scored all 7 points in the second quarter. It's been quiet since then. Isaac Brandon and Davion Jones also with 5 apiece. Corner 3, no good, but still tracked down by Vinny Wagner. Gets his own miss. Gets his own miss again. Just unlucky for Wagner. All of that work without points to show for it. Gabe Howergan quickly on the other end. He has 4 points. BFA up 33-28. So one of the things we've been talking about this game, BFA trying to get more players to score other than Gabe Howergan and Justin Munger. So far, they've gotten other contributors like Evan Gauthier, Davion Jones, and Isaac Brandon. Scoring is a little more spaced out, but Gabe Howergan and Justin Munger only with 4 points apiece. Put that in perspective, Justin Munger scored 18 at South Burlington a couple days ago. And Gabe Howergan scored 18 versus CVU last week. So they're well below their normal numbers tonight. So if BFA can finally kind of put it all together where Gabe Howergan and Justin Munger get their points, then the other guys also score and they spread out the ball more. Like that's an offensive witch's brew that's going to lead to a lot of success from BFA, but they just got to put it all together. Here comes Justin Munger, another dunk! Munger, another slam! Another Munger strike. Well, Max Sweeney going to be called with the foul. Max Sweeney thought he had a block. Max Sweeney's second personal, team's third of the fourth quarter. They have 3 team fouls already. Again, 5 team fouls in a quarter puts the other team in the bonus. No more one-on-ones in Vermont high school basketball. It's automatically 2 free throws. Vinny Wagner at the line for 2. Hits the first, for 3. So he has 2 more free throws. But Justin Munger with 6 points. 2 of them off of dunks tonight. Vinny Wagner. First player in double digits with 10 points. Wagner misses the third one. Obo with the offensive rebound. Obo against Munger, finds Aiden Brown the other way. Back passes to Obo, Justin Munger. Getting his long arms in there. Threw various volleyballs on that play. The possession ends up BFA. Isaac Brandon, closely guarded by Jackson Pecor. Throws it to Howergan in the corner, guarded by Obo. That's a height mismatch, but Obo with those quick hands just knocks that ball away from Howergan and out of bounds. But I think if Howergan gets the ball in the corner against Obo, don't hesitate, just take Obo off the dribble. I think Howergan has the height on him. Don't give Obo a chance to put his hand in there and try to poke it out. Justin Munger down on the block. Double team from behind. The right idea from Eli Davis, but he gets called for the reach. Eli Davis's first personal. Team's first. Justin Munger down low. He has 8 points. Now leads his team in scoring. BFA up 7, 37-30, 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Munger out of 3-point line guarding Eli Davis. That ball somehow gets to Davis. Puts up a little floater. He has 4 points. Colchester trailing 32-37. 5:15 left in the fourth. Oh, a nice give and go. Justin Munger to Gabe Hourigan. Hourigan with 6 points. BFA back up 39-32. Just over 5 left in regulation. Davis. Pass out to Obo. Obo guarded by Gauthier. Obo muscling his way in. Gauthier got a hand in there. Obo short on the shot. Gauthier quickly bringing it the other way. Double teamed with the trap. I think they're going to get Aiden Brown for a reach in. First personal on Aiden Brown. Team second. Max Sweeney checks into the game for BFA. Gauthier in the corner, pulls up from 3. No good. Gabe Hourigan saves the ball for the Bobwhites, gives them a second chance. Gauthier stops at the free throw line. Man, Gauthier can stop on a dime. Raptoy's 3, no good. Evan Gauthier can stop on a dime. He's done a few times tonight where he dribbles a tight drive to the free throw line and just stops. If he can develop just a real quick jumper at the free throw line, I mean, that move can pay dividends for him. Vinny Wagner, another long 3, it's good. Wagner has 13 on the night. Gets the Lakers back within 4, trailing 35-39, halfway through the fourth quarter. This one might be a tight finish. Again, BFA led by as many as 9 points. Colchester has come back within 1, has not retaken the lead. Coach Menard gonna take a timeout for BFA. Both teams looking for their first Metro Division win. We'll see who ends up with it the other side of this timeout. .350 to go in regulation. Bobwhites leading the Lakers 39-35. BFA trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Both teams looking for their first Metro Division win of the year. Also, BFA, including playoffs, on a 4-game win streak against Colchester. Colchester has not beaten BFA since January 2023. So Colchester trying to snap their own losing streak of sorts against the Bobwhites. BFA currently 7th in the Metro Division and in D1. Colchester sitting at 11th in D1 and 8th in the Metro. Got some wet spots on the floor that we're trying to take care of here. Where's an NBA arena staff when we need them? Now we are set to go. Evan Gauthier in the corner. Raptoy over to Harrigan. Obo again with those quick hands, just knocks it out of the hand of Harrigan and out of bounds. Coach Menard on Harrigan right now, telling him to look out for Obo. Obo is coming. BFA swinging the ball around in the corner. Down low to Munger, trying to get him curling around the key. Colchester looking for it. And we're gonna get a foul called on Colchester. I believe on number 13, Adam Coburn. That would be his third personal, team's third in the fourth quarter. 3:22 left. Tried to set up Justin Munger curling around the key. Colchester read it the whole way. Had about 3 defenders waiting for him. Forced him to kick it back out. Evan Gauthier using a couple screens from Munger. Now hits Raptoy in the corner. Munger double teamed. Gets that to Raptoy. To Harrigan. Sweeney pulls up. His jumper no good. Rips it right out of the hands of Obo. Over to Munger. Munger! With the lay-in, he's fouled. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. And Munger, now in double digits with 10 points, leads his team in scoring. More importantly, puts the Bobwhites up 6. 41-35, 2:53 to go. Foul on number 3, Will Obo. That's his third personal, team's fourth. Munger completes the 3-point play. He has 11 points. BFA opens up their lead. 42-35. Now Colchester 1 team foul away from putting BFA in the bonus, but if they're still trailing and need to play the foul game, this actually puts them in a pretty decent spot. Vinny Wagner, another 3. That's his 4th 3 of the night. He has 16 points. Colchester trailing by 4, 38-42, just under 2.5 to go. Corner 3, no answer that time. Vinny Wagner rips down the rebound. Wagner, closely guarded by Sweeney. Hands it off to Brown. Brown finds Obo on the backdoor pass. Obo couldn't handle it. Somehow kicks it out to the corner. That 3-pointer no good for Walterscheidt. Obo kept it in momentarily. But good defense from Justin Munger and Evan Gauthier when Will Obo got the ball down on the block. They double teamed him effectively and didn't reach in to bail him out with the foul call. Evan Gauthier closely guarded by Coburn. Coburn giving him trouble. Gauthier now gets it over half court. Loses the dribble. Coach Menard gonna call a timeout. 1:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Scoring leaders so far for the game. For BFA, Justin Munger leads his team with 11. He only had 2 points in the first half. Good to see him get going in the second. Evan Gauthier with 7 has scored all 7 of his points in the second quarter. Gabe Harrigan with 6, Isaac Brannon and Davion Jones with 5, Trip Raptoy and Ryan Lockerbie with 4 apiece. Good to see that the Bobwhites have spread out their scoring a bit more, and to see Justin Munger get going down the stretch. For the Lakers, Vinny Wagner leads all players in the game with 16 points. Matt Walterscheidt with 6. Will Obo and Eli Davis with 4 apiece. Aiden Brown with 3. Adam Coburn and Steve Otara with 2. and Jackson Pecor with 1. BFA had a big lead coming into halftime thanks to their 14-5 second quarter. Colchester closed the gap, outscoring BFA 12-8 in the third. Been a pretty tight fourth quarter. BFA outscoring Colchester just by 1 here in the final frame. It's early season Metro Division test for both teams, who have struggled so far against their other Metro opponents, but this one a much closer matchup. Colchester asking for a travel. They don't get it. Clock on BFA's side. They're fine, taking as much time as they can. Evan Gauthier turns the corner. Stops, kicks it back out. A minute to go. Colchester's gonna have to start thinking about fouling here. Next foul, they're in the bonus. Colchester again asking for travel. They don't get it. Gabe Hourigan, floater no good. Rebounding battle ends up going Vinny Wagner's way. 45 seconds. Colchester's got to move quickly to get some points. They don't need a 3, they can get a quick 2, but they've already wasted about 15 seconds on this possession. Here's a 3, and it's good for Aiden Brown. Colchester trails by 1, puts on the full court press, 41-42. Aiden Brown with the foul. Put BFA at the line. This game is not over. Colchester now trailing just by 1, 23.7 seconds. Aiden Brown with 2 personals puts BFA at the line. Like I said, Colchester had 4 team fouls, a couple minutes to go in the fourth quarter, but actually put them in a really good position now playing the foul game. Trip Raptoy misses the first. Davian Jones comes back in. Gabe Hourigan checks out. Playing a little defense here with the substitutions. 0 for 2 on the rebounds, but Justin Munger blocked with the follow-up. 15 seconds to go. Colchester with possession, down by 1. Coach Joseph Mayhew, another wise timeout. Reminiscent of the third quarter, gonna draw up a play. 13.5 seconds to go in the fourth. And now the question for Colchester is, who do you go to for the last shot? Vinny Wagner with the hot hand tonight with 16 points. If I was a betting man, that's who my money would be on. Coach Menard drawing up his defense for the final play. Here's the thing, because Colchester is only down by 1, they can take any shot on any part of the floor. They don't need a 3. They just try to get as close to the basket as they can to lay it in. So BFA gonna have to be careful with how they drop this defense. Looks like they're just gonna go to man-to-man defense. And at what point do you start the move for Colchester toward the basket? Probably between the 7 and 8 second mark. Wagner pulling up for 3. No good. Justin Munger with the rebound. Oh, Munger throws the ball at Aiden Brown. Gonna be honest, very surprised that that is not a technical on Justin Munger. And my guess is, in a tight game, refs didn't want the game decided by technical free throws, wanted it decided by the teams. So Justin Munger dodges a major bullet in that situation. Munger hits the first with 12 points. A Colchester foul on 23, Aiden Brown. Third personal. 4.2 seconds. Munger goes 2 for 2 with 13 points. BFA now up 44-41. And now the age-old question that basketball heads debate all the time, every March and March Madness. Up 3, 4.2 seconds left. If you are BFA, do you foul? Or do you just play defense and let them have a chance at a three-pointer? Or do you foul them immediately? They're 2 fouls away from putting Colchester in the bonus. And you just foul to put them at the line for 2 to not even give them the chance at a three-pointer. Now, if I can nerd out on you for a moment, statistics say that if you are the favorite, you should foul. Because even if it goes to overtime, the longer the game goes, the more likely you are to win. Or I should say you shouldn't foul. It's okay if they hit a 3, it goes to overtime, because that's more likely that you will win. If you are the underdog, you should foul to try to shorten the game, because the longer the game goes, the less likely you are to win. Now in BFA's favor, Colchester has to go full length of the court, 4.2 to go. They can run on the baseline. Three-pointer, no good! Aiden Brown with the attempt. BFA comes out with a narrow 44-41 victory over the Colchester Lakers, get their first Metro Division win. BFA improves to 4-2 on the year. They're now 1-2 in the Metro. Snap their 2-game losing streak. Colchester falls to 2-3 overall. They're 0-3 in the Metro. Their losing streak to BFA continues, now spans 5 games. Scoring leaders for you tonight, Vinny Wagner for Colchester led all players with 16. Matt Walterscheit and Aiden Brown each with 6. Will Obo and Eli Davis with 4, Adam Coburn and Steve Watara with 2, Jackson Pecor with 1. And for the Bobwhites, Justin Munger got it going in the second half. Finishes the game with 13 points, led his team. Evan Gothier with 7, Gabe Hourigan with 6, Isaac Brandon, Davion Jones with 5, and Trip Raptoy and Ryan Lockerbie each with 4. Before we go, let's take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to help sponsor our live coverage, please reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. Check out their website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. We'd also like to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. 2 organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on his confidential emergency services line at 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, text, or chat could save a life. Again, BFA escapes with a narrow 3-point victory, 44-41 over the Colchester Lakers. Thank you to Dennis, our videographer this evening. Thank you for tuning in. You've been watching Northwest Access TV. I've been Bryce Batchelder. We'll see you next time.